Hi guys, today we are going to solve some questions of allegation and successive percentages. So let's start. First question says, three varieties of sugar costing rupees 10 per kg, rupees 13 per kg and rupees 18 per kg are mixed in such a manner that the average price of the mixture is rupees 15. Find the ratio in which the three varieties are mixed. So we have to find the ratio in which three varieties are mixed. Now over here, the average price is given as 15 rupees. So we will make use of a weighted average formula. So x1 into y1 plus x2 into y2 plus x3 into y3 upon x1 plus x2 plus x3. By applying this formula, we will get the ratios. Now, over here, the values of y is already given to us. So what we'll do is, if x is 10, y will be 3. That is, we will work with the options. So first option is 3 is to 3 is to 7. So if x is 10, y will be 3. If x is 13, y will be 3. If x3 is 18, y3 will be 7. So x1 into y1, that is 10 into 3, x2 into y2, that is 13 into 3, and x3 into y3, that is 18 into 7. By doing this, we will check whether we are getting the average price as 15 rupees. So if we observe, by applying weighted average formula, we will get the average price as option 1, as option 2, as option 3, and so on. So basically, we are going to get different ratios. Now understand one thing. Whenever the question is asked to find out the ratios, we will always mark cannot be determined. Why? Because we are going to get multiple ratios as the answer. Hence, cannot be determined is the final answer. Moving to the next question. A vessel contains milk and water in the ratio 9 is to 11. Another vessel contains milk and water in the ratio 1 is to 3. In what ratio should the contents of the two vessels be added so as to get milk and water in the ratio 2 is to 3? So over here, the average is 2 is to 3. We are mixing 9 is to 11 and 1 is to 3 so that we are going to get the mixture as 2 is to 3. So first we will convert everything in the fraction of milk. So 9 is to 11 will become 9 upon 11 because its milk is to water. So 9 parts refers to milk and 11 parts refers to water. 1 by 3, 1 by 4, and the average would be 2 by 5. Now we will make the denominators same and apply the alligation rule. So after applying the alligation rule, we will get the ratio as 3 is to 1. So 3 is to 1 is the final answer. We can also solve this by using the fraction of water. So for that, we have to consider the parts of water. So fraction of water would be 11 by 20, 3 by 4, and 3 by 5. Now applying alligation rule, we will still get the ratio as 3 is to 1 only. So 3 is to 1 is the final answer. Moving to the next question. A person covers 800 kilometers in 10 hours, partly at 65 km per hour speed and partly at 115 km per hour speed. Find the distance that he covers at a speed of 65 kilometers per hour. Now there are two speeds given to us and we can find average speed by applying average speed formula. So after applying average speed formula, we'll get the average speed as 80 kilometers per hour. Now we will apply alligation rule and we'll get the ratio as 7 is to 3. Now 560 and 240, these are the values given to us. So are these values correct? No, these values are not correct. The concept behind this is the ratio that we get is the ratio of hours. So 7:3 is not the ratio of speed, but the ratio of hours. That means at 65 km per hour speed, the person is traveling for 7 hours. So we have speed and distance. We have speed and time. We can find the distance because distance is equal to speed into time. So 65 into 7 will give us the distance. 115 into 3 will give us the distance. Hence, 455 kilometer is the answer. So that person travels for 455 kilometer at 65 kilometer per hour speed. Moving to the next question. In an entrance exam, 4 marks are awarded for every right answer and 1 mark is deducted for every wrong. A student attempts 48 questions and scores 132 marks. How many questions did he solve correctly and how many incorrectly? There are two approaches. So let's look at the first approach. Now, he's getting +4 for every correct and -1 for every incorrect. The average marks scored by him would be 132 divided by 48 because that's the average. So that is going to give you 11 by 4. Now making the denominators same and applying the alligation rule, we will get 3:1 as the answer. This means out of 48 questions, 3:1, that is, we will divide 48 in the ratio of 3:1 and we will get 36 as the correct and 12 as the incorrect. Moving to the next method, that is all-in-one approach. So in all-in-one approach, we will take the overall marks and not the single ones. He is solving 48 questions and getting 4 marks for every correct answer. So let us assume that he has got all the questions correct. So 48 into 4 will give us 192. Secondly, we will assume that he has got all the questions incorrect. So 48 into -1 will give us -48. And the marks scored by that person is 132. Now we will apply alligation rule. So 192 minus 132 is 60 and 132 minus -48. Minus minus will become plus and we'll get 180. 180 is to 60, that is 3:1. So 3:1 is the final answer. That means 48 would be divided in the ratio of 3:1. If we divide 48 in the ratio of 3:1, we will get 36 correct questions and 12 incorrect questions. Moving to the fifth question, a 20% increase followed by 10% decrease followed by a 25% increase. This is a question based on successive percentages. So we will apply successive percentage formula. So first we will solve for the first two things. So 20% increase and 10% decrease. As it is decreased, we will have to take the value as negative. After solving this, we will get 8% increase. Now compare 8% increase with 25% increase by applying the same successive percentage formula. After applying the successive percentage formula, we will get the answer as 35% increase, and that is the final answer. Moving to the next question. You have two investment options, both with a lock-in period of 2 years. In the first option, you get 10% returns in 1 year, 20% in year 2, 30% in year 3, compounded. In the second option, you get 30% in 1 year, 20% in 2 year, in second year, 10% in third year, again compounded. Which of the two options will give you higher returns at the end of the third year? This is again a question based on successive percentages. These are the two options that we have. We will have to apply successive percentage for option 1 and successive percentage for option 2. So after applying successive percentage in option 1, we have to first find for year 1 and year 2. So that is going to give us 32% increase. Then I'll combine 32 and 30. The overall increase would be 71.6. Next, in option 2 also, we will apply same successive percentage formula. So for 30 and 20, the net increase is 56. Compare 56 with 10, you'll get the net increase as 71.6. The concept behind this is, in successive percentage, the order in which the change happens is not important. So if the values in both the options are same, they are going to give us the same net percentage increase. Hence, option 3, that is both will give us same returns, will be the answer. Moving to the next question. If the length of rectangle is increased by 30% and breadth is decreased by 30%, then what is the percentage change in the area of triangle? Over here, we will also apply the successive percentage formula. As it's decrease, we will take negative value, and after applying successive percentage formula, we will get -9. -9 is 9% decrease, and option 3, 9% decrease is the final answer. Moving to the next question. Nihar's salary increases by 100%, whereas the tax increases by 175%. What is the percentage increase in tax rate? Over here, there is one formula that you guys must know. The formula is salary into tax rate is equal to tax. Salary is increasing by 100%, tax is increasing by 175%, and we have to find out tax rate. We will apply successive percentage formula, but we already have a net increase of 175%. So the value of A would be 100 and B would be R. So we have to find out the value of R. And by solving this, we will get the value of R as 37.5%. This is the first approach to this question. There is one more approach. The old salary, let it be 1. It increased by 100%. So it will become 2. Tax, let it be 100. It increased by 175%. It became 275. Now 1 into what will give us 100? So 1 into 100 will give us 100. Similarly, 2 into what will give us 275? So 2 into 137.5 will give us 275. We have to find increase in tax rate. So we have to only focus on the two values, that is 100 and 137.5. After focusing on these two values, we will get the increase as 37.5%. And 37.5% is the final answer. Thank you.